Hello students, so we'll continue with the numericals on mesh analysis. Okay, so it's a lecture number 10. So go through the circuit. The question is that find the loop currents for the given circuit using mesh analysis, right? So we'll solve step by step as we discussed in the previous class how to apply the mesh analysis using KVL, right? The same way need to apply the KVL here and to get the solutions, right? So I will start with the conventional method first, then I will tell the shortcut also for this. So assume that the loop currents X and say Y here, then Z here. So one important thing is that no need to take X and Y and Z in this fashion only. You can take X here also, Y here, Z as you are convenient, but the equation should be written correctly, right? So again we have the sign convention method. Entry sign of X here plus minus, here plus and minus. This with respect to this loop is over. With respect to Y loop, here plus and minus, here plus, entry sign, exit minus, plus and minus. With respect to Z, here plus minus, plus minus and plus minus. Now need to write the equation, that is KVL equation at X loop. Okay, we start from this point. Here it is a minus 8, right? Minus 8. Then coming to this point, here X is entering 5 ohm resistor with a plus sign, but same way. So meanwhile this Y loop current is at that point with a minus sign. Therefore it is plus 5 X minus what? Y. Next, coming to this point, 26 ohm, right? So write 26, but with respect to X it is plus, but with respect to Z it is minus. So therefore X minus Z. So this will be what? 0. Rearranging the terms, here how many X are there here? 5X, here 26X. It's a 31X minus. How many Y's are here? It's only 5Y. It's a minus 5Y. How many Z terms are here? It's a minus 26. Minus 26Z. So if I take this side, this will become what? Plus 8. Calls as equation number 1. Right. Similarly, KVL at Y loop. Start from this point. Entry sign 30 Y. Then here it's a 90, but it is sharing with the what? Y and Z, right? So therefore 90 Y minus Z. Then one more resistor here 5, but it is sharing with the X, right? So therefore plus 5 Y minus X. No voltage source are here, it's a 0. So upon simplifying, how many X terms are here? So only it's a minus 5. It is minus 5X. How many Y terms are here? 30Y, here 90Y and 5Y. So how much it is? 125Y. How many Z terms here? Only one term, that is minus 19Z. So calls as equation number 2. Similarly, KVL at Z loop, right? We start from this point. It is 8Z, here 26, but it is sharing with the X. 26 Z minus X. Here 90 is there, but it is sharing with the what? Y. 90 what? Z minus Y. So no voltage source, 0. Upon simplifying, how many X terms are here? It's a minus 26X, right? Y term, it's a minus 90Y, then plus 124Z, which is equal to 0. Calls as equation number 3, right? Upon simplifying this one, so by writing a Cramer's rule or else what direct calculation method, the calculator, so can get the values, can write directly in the form of matrix. That is coefficients of X, Y, Z. It's a 31 and minus 5 minus 26 from the first equation. So the constant is what? 8 here, right? The second equation, minus 5 125 minus 90, y it is constant is 0 here, So third equation, minus 26 minus 90, 124. So is what? 0. Upon simplifying, so I'll get x value as 0.5 ampere, y value as 0.2 ampere, then z value as 0.25 amperes. So this is the solution, means these are the loop currents for the given or numerical. So I will tell in the previous video lecture also I told a shortcut to write the direct KVL equations by seeing the what circuit diagram, right? So again I will repeat here also, it will be helpful for your speed calculation up, right? See here in this first loop, see the terms which are purely related to x. How many terms are here? 5 and 26. Total how much it is? 31x. Here y is getting subtracted with a 5, right? Right, minus 5y. Similarly here 26 is getting subtracted, minus 26z. Here it is a minus 8. If I take right hand side, this will become what? Plus 8. Calls as equation number 4. Is this the same as equation number 1? Right? So you can save this much of amount of time here. Okay, directly we are writing. See, I'll repeat again. This method is holds good only when if you take the loop, all the loop currents in the same direction, that is in the clockwise direction. So apply the KVL to this second loop, means directly you can write how many terms are purely related to y here. It's a 90 and 30 and 5. How much it is? 125y. 125y. How much x is getting subtracted? 5. It is minus 5x. How much z is getting subtracted? 90. It's a minus 90 z. No sources are here. Calls as equation number 5. Is this the same as this equation number 2? Yes, exactly. It's the same, right? Similarly, we apply the shortcut method in the third loop also. How many terms are purely related to z here? 90, 8 and 26. How much it is? Total 124, right? So 124 z, right? How many x is getting subtracted? 26 minus 26x. How many y is getting subtracted? 90 minus 90y. No voltage source are here, 0. Calls as equation number 6. Is this the equation number 3 and 6 are same? Yes, exactly. So this is how we need to solve the given circuit using mesh analysis, right? Move on to the next numerical. Again it's mesh analysis numerical. Find the loop currents. Using a mesh analysis, right? So the circuit is given in this way. So this is the current source having 10 amperes. Remember, this is a current source, not a voltage source. This is 3 ohm, this is 2 ohm, this is voltage source having the value 10 volts, then 3 ohm, right? Need to find the loop currents. So I'll assume the loop currents in this way. So this is x, so this is y, and this is z. So again sign convention, entry sign plus minus with respect to x, here plus minus, with respect to z here plus minus, right? So from the first loop, this is the x loop, you can see from the diagram. So this x loop is in the direction of this 10 amperes current source. So therefore directly we can write x equal to 1 ampere. See, among these 3 loops x, y, z loop currents, so directly from the circuit diagram we have got the values of x loop current, that is 1 ampere. Now so it is it's a 10 ampere, right? X is what? 10 ampere. So this is the what from the circuit diagram. Now our task is to find what? Y and Z loop currents also. For that we need to again write the KVL equations directly. So we will follow the direct method, like what I explained in the previous numerical. You apply the KVL here. How many purely related to terms which are related to Y here? 3 and 2. So therefore if I apply KVL at Y loop, so I can directly write here it's a 5y. So right here it is a 5y. How much is getting subtracted from 3? Sorry, x, it is a 3. So therefore it is minus 3x, right? Similarly, how much is getting subtracted from z loop? It's a 2, minus 2z. So in this path I am coming across what? One voltage source which is having the plus sign at starting, right? So if I take that side, right hand side, that will become what? Minus 10. So calls as equation number 1, right? But in this equation we know the value of x, how much it is? 10 amperes. If I substitute that, so it will become what? Minus 30 plus 5y minus 2z, which is equal to minus 10. Upon simplifying, this will become what? 5y minus 2z, so which is equal to this minus 30 this side plus 30, so results in what? 20. Calls as equation number 3. So equation number 3, sorry, calls as equation number 2. Equation number 2 includes the unknown variables y and z, right? Similarly, we apply the KVL at z loop. So how many terms which are purely related to z here? So 2 and 3, therefore 5z. So how many x is getting subtracted? Nowhere connected, right? So no term. So how many y term is getting subtracted? 2. It's a minus 2y, right? So in this path I am coming across this 10 volt source with a minus sign starting. So if I take right hand side, that will become what? Plus 10. So calls as equation number 3. Now just see here, solve equations 2 and 3. So because it consists of two unknown variables, that is y and z, and two equations, so we can easily solve them. So write in the form of matrix, right? This is 5 and minus 2. This is here y and z, which is equal to constant. It's a 20, yeah. It's a minus 2, 5, and here 10. Upon solving, so I'll get the y value as 5.714 amperes, then z value as 4.285 amperes, right? So I got x value as 10 amperes, y as 5.714 amperes, z as 4.285 amperes. So you can cross verify these things using either what? A Cramer's rule or matrix method, right? Or else direct a calculator operation, right? So you can take a 2 by 2 matrix calculator operation in the calculator, try to get the values of y and z. So this is how. So we are going to solve the numericals on mesh analysis using KVL, which includes 2 loops, 3 loops, either maybe sometimes 4 loops also. So just a matter of simplifying the things and getting the equations in the form of x, y, z order and constant, get the values of loop currents. So in the same numericals they may ask like what is the voltage drop across this 3 ohm, right? What is the voltage across 3 ohm resistor? Assume that this is a question which includes in the same problem statement. So we need to find how to get that. We know that from Ohm's law V equal to I into R, right? So what is the current flowing through that? Z, right? Here I will become what? Z. What is the R value? 3. What is the current flowing through that 3 ohm resistor? That is Z here, right? Therefore 4.285 into 3, so many volts will be voltage across 3 ohm resistor. Okay, the rest all the things we'll discuss in the next class. So we'll stop it here. Thank you.